Happy almost Flower Friday, guys. It's snowing here in central Kentucky. This is our first real snow of the season, so that's exciting. The tulips are getting some good cold temperatures, so they'll be nice and pretty in a few months. I'm at work today, so I'm indoors with all the snow outside. It's just beautiful. So I wanted to show you what I did do yesterday at the farm when the weather was nicer. I was able to collect about 50 worms to start my can of worms, my worm compost farm. We've got the can of worms in the garage, so they will compost any vegetable scraps we feed them over the next few months, and we'll be rewarded with some fantastic compost to feed our flowers and our vegetable garden come summer. When I was collecting the worms, I thought, oh, 50 worms, that's a lot of worms. But when I went online, most people say they start with 1,000 red wigglers. So I guess 50 worms isn't that much. Maybe I'll collect more worms later. We'll see how these worms do first. They're in a can of worms in my garage, so I'll show you how I got that set up next. The worm bin was very easy to set up. This is the main bin for the worms, and there's a collector bin for the castings underneath. The cardboard keeps the bedding from falling through to the bottom collector bin. The bedding comes in a brick. We dissolve that in a bucket of warm water for about 15 minutes. It's made of core or coconut fiber. We want the bedding to be moist but not dripping wet. Now to get the worms settled in, I brought them home in a bucket of dirt and laid them out in the bedding. Covered them with some moist coffee filters and added a few vegetable scraps, and voila! I'll check on them every few days to see if they need more food scraps. They'll eventually eat through the bedding and the grass and twig remnants as well.